In a move that's turning America's beloved primetime game shows into the centerpiece of a new age streaming showdown, Sony Pictures Television just made a major play, one that's got industry insiders buzzing and the traditional TV landscape shaking. Just days after CBS scored a temporary legal victory in its long standing rights war with Sony, the creators of Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune fired back in dramatic fashion, inking a series of high stakes, multi year streaming deals with Peacock and Hulu, including its Disney Plus bundle. These deals allow both iconic game shows to stream the day after their linear airing, marking the first time in season syndicated episodes will be made widely available on national streaming platforms. This is more than just a licensing update. It's a shot across the bow in an escalating power struggle that has the potential to reshape how fans engage with the very fabric of American television history. The legal tug of war. Sony versus CBS. Let's rewind for context. For decades, Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune have been synonymous with American family entertainment, airing night after night in living rooms across the nation. But behind the scenes, a fierce battle has been unfolding between Sony and CBS over who truly controls the distribution rights to these TV juggernauts. On May 29th, a three-judge panel from the California Court of Appeals' Second Appellate District ruled that CBS retains the linear broadcast rights for now, upholding an earlier decision that placed distribution back in the hands of CBS, at least temporarily, until the ongoing litigation is resolved. This came after a ruling by Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Kevin C. Brazil on April 10th, which initially sided with Sony, giving the studio the ability to terminate its distribution deal with CBS. That ruling essentially said, Sony, you own the shows. You can decide who sells them. But the appeals court threw a wrench into those plans, halting the termination and reassigning the rights back to CBS for now. The situation is anything but settled. This legal chess match is expected to stretch out for months, if not years, with both sides digging in. Enter the streaming titans. But just when you thought the traditional TV side of the conflict was complicated enough, Sony added a whole new layer to the drama. Streaming. In a move that could redefine the viewership model for syndicated television, Sony has now cut multi-year agreements with Hulu on Disney Plus, and Peacock to make Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune available to stream the day after they air on local stations. These agreements also include vast libraries of classic episodes, giving fans a chance to revisit their favorite trivia showdowns and puzzle-solving moments on demand. And if you're wondering why Paramount Plus CBS's streaming platform is missing from this lineup, well, that's no accident. CBS may have gotten a temporary upper hand in the courtroom, but Sony just pulled off a major win on the digital battlefield. What is a game changer? This is the first time in U.S. television history that daily syndicated episodes of these kinds of legacy game shows will be immediately accessible through major streaming platforms. Traditionally, syndication has existed in its own bubble, separate from primetime, separate from cable, and far removed from the rapidly expanding world of streaming. We are thrilled to bring America's favorite game shows to an even wider audience on Hulu on Disney Plus, and Peacock, said Keith Legoy, chairman of worldwide distribution at Sony Pictures Television. Legacy meets the future. This isn't just about two shows. It's about the larger evolution of television. Jeopardy! And Wheel of Fortune are cultural institutions. They've survived changing hosts, shifting ratings trends, and even the death of original icons like Alex Trebek and Pat Sajak. Now, they're facing perhaps their biggest challenge yet, redefining themselves in an entertainment world dominated by Netflix queues, TikTok trends, and cord-cutting consumers. Will the move to streaming reignite a fresh wave of popularity among Gen Z and millennials? Will CBS retaliate with its own digital counteroffensive? And can these shows remain iconic while being consumed in a very untraditional way? One thing's for sure, the wheel is spinning, and the answers to this Jeopardy! are still unfolding. Stay tuned.